Morning. So, last time we checked this wheat field here was 5 days ago. Right now isn't the best time to check it. It's still in the morning. Pretty good dew last night. But I'm getting freaking raring to go here. I want to get some more wheat desiccated. Today would be a perfect day to desiccate. The wind's not much wind today. Let's walk in there again and see what it looks like. This is the spot we checked, like, yeah, it was about 5 days ago, I think. That's weird. Kind of a dead spot here. But, you know, like you look at most of the field, oh, different variety of wheat in there, it looks like. Oh no, it's just some kind of disease in it, maybe. Right here, it looks good enough to desiccate. But it was down in one of the low spots that had quite a bit of green last time we looked. And even like 5 days ago, we checked here. There was even the odd green one in here, like right there. But that's nothing to worry about. So far, it looks like a guy could be desiccating this field right now. Yeah, there ain't much green here at all now. On top of a hill though, right? And if you look at down there, down in this low spot, kind of a draw that runs to that little bush right there. I don't see any tinge of green from here. That's kind of hard to see. We should go check that low spot right, where is it? Right down in there. Oh, where are we here? Right down in there. Yeah, right over there. Because that's where it was really green before. But I mean, if it's just one low spot that's still got a little bit of green in it, that's not going to hurt much. I'd really like to get some spraying done today since we're kind of done getting the combine ready, sort of thing. It's pretty well ready to go. And then the canola is probably, I don't know how far along it would be, but oh, it's picking up now. Down at the in-laws is where I started seeding canola, so maybe down there there'd be enough seed color change to start desiccating canola down there. I don't know. This wheat's fairly clean too. It's not. And yeah, the ground is still a little bit tacky from that rain we got. It'd be pretty nice to be desiccating right about now. There's no dust kicking up from the tires. When I desiccated that first little field of wheat, it was pretty dry. There was dust flying off the tires. Let's go down to that low spot. What a difference 5 days makes. This is that low spot we checked 5 days ago. Right down in here. And I mean, I can still see a tinge. But 5 days ago, it was green. You could, like, you know what I mean? So it has ripened up a bit. And that's just, if that's just one little low spot right here, that's nothing to worry about. I guess we should walk in there too. Yeah, there's a little bit of green down here. But not real bad though. I've noticed a couple BTOs in the area. Man, some of the fields of wheat that they've desiccated, you can see they've desiccated it, the sprayer track's in it. It's like green in places, you know, not the whole field, but in places it was awfully green. But just because they're doing it doesn't mean I have to. But ooh, it's a pretty green spot right here. But it's just one little tiny spot though, right? Like it's not like it's the whole field. Oh yeah, down in there it's pretty green. It's pretty green. Huh. Yeah, right here is probably the lowest spot in this field. And this is probably where it would be the greenest, right here. Not that big of an area. Couple acres. But it is pretty green. Wonder what it's going to yield. I'm so curious. Low spots look okay, but that don't mean nothing. Huh. Man, it'd be a perfect day to be desiccating, but I also don't want to desiccate too soon. Oh, good height right here in the low spot. This is right where there was, like in the spring when I seeded this, it was pretty wet when I seeded through it. And it, pretty decent height here, almost up to my waist. You know, just by looking at this crop, it sure don't look like it's much of a crop, like 40 maybe, 40 bushels to the acre. I bet you I'd be awfully surprised if it goes 50. I don't think it's gonna. That's awfully disappointing. When you spend all that money on fertilizer and chemical, and won't even cover the cost of that. It gets pretty discouraging when you get a year like this. But what do they say? If it was easy, everybody would do it. There is one other job I wanted to get done before harvest started. If you look along the bins here, you can see the one is a little out of place there. Take a look. So you look here, right? You look along the side. You know, these ones are pretty good. It's kind of hard for you guys to tell, but this one's good, but then that one there, it's... See it? That one there. That guy there. He's got a pretty good lean on it. See that? So, I wanted to try raise him up before harvest started, because fill that full of wheat. You could just see it. Like you won't be able to tell in camera here, but standing where I am, I can see that it's leaning way at the back. It's in like the base sunk way in the ground at the back side there, right there. And I would hate to fill it full of wheat or whatever, canola, barley, whatever, and have that frickin' thing topple over on a guy. So a guy should probably... I got it anchored too, these chains. Well, obviously the chains are really loose because the base is sunk way into the ground. And it's partly my fault because I just set them right on the ground. There's no gravel or nothing, right? So, but this is the only one that's got a lean to it. The other 5 bins are okay. So a guy should probably undo that chain. I think there's another chain right there. Undo that chain and see if it's empty. So see if a guy can jack it up and put some gravel in there. Because, yeah, I really don't want to fill it full of grain and have it sink even more and topple over or something stupid. Man, the grass is tall back here. Should have brought the white weed eater in. Or could I get the lawnmower in here? Yeah, I probably could get a little lawn tractor in here. Just to make it a little more comfortable. I have to drive it all the way around the yard though. Maybe that's what we should do. Mow this grass, make it a little more comfortable to work in. Jack it, see if we can jack it up. I don't really have any gravel right handy though. That'd be the easiest to work with. Let me think. I could probably scrape a bucket full. We got some gravel spread real thick in the one spot in our yard. I never did level it out properly. I could probably go scoop up a bucket full of that to have just enough to put underneath that. So yeah, we should tackle that. It's just, man, it'd be a nice day for spraying right now. I'm on the fence about spraying that field there. Huh. What to do? Well, I made the call. Whether it's the right call or not, I don't know. But I'm gonna fire up the sprayer and we're gonna go spray that one field of wheat at least. There's 2 more fields of wheat here to desiccate. We'll do the one for sure. I don't know about the other one today, but we'll go ahead and at least do that one field today anyway. Let's fire it up. We are loaded and mixing as we drive to the field. We'll get to the field just half a mile away here, fold out, start spraying. Well, get these booms folded out, make a round. Well, I thought I would stop kind of below this big hill, right in the middle of the field here. You see, man, this wheat does not look good at all. Last year, the wheat looked good by looking at it. Yielded 40-ish or so. This year, the wheat does not look good. So I don't know. I just don't know. But I mean, it sure looks dead out in the middle of the field here. It's all ripe. I guess we can check some kernels while we're stopped. Not a lot growing in here though, like for weeds. It's pretty clean. That's good. We'll grab a head here, thrash the head out, and see what the heck. I got a little rammy when I was thrashing it out. Only got a few kernels here, but these kernels look a little better than before. They're not so shriveled up at least. Yeah, they're pretty firm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty firm to me. I don't know. I think we're good to go in this field anyway. Look, you can see between the rows quite easily. And you could see between the rows like this all summer. It never did canopy right over, you know what I mean? It doesn't look good. Oh, we're getting there. Look at the color difference here. See that lighter color there versus there and then there? Lots of gumbo in this. Right in here, that'll be gumbo. It's really short, thin, better soil here. But it just doesn't look good. We're getting there. A few more passes and we'll be done. Well, we're almost done here. Got a pass and a sliver left there. Look at how uneven it is right here. You see that? It's just, yeah. Crazy dry. It sucks, you guys. Everything was off to such a good start at seeding time there. Germination was good on everything. Moisture was good to start with. And just like last year, the rain never came after a while, and this is what you get. Even the low spots don't look that great. The more I look at it, now that we're up in the sprayer here, I bet you this won't even go 40 bushels to the acre. Doesn't look good at all. Well, that's it. This field's done. Desiccated. Pretty clean though. Like, I'm surprised there's not more weeds growing being this dry. And yeah, a couple spots I noticed around, like in the lower spots, some volunteer canola was coming back and whatever, but for the most part it was pretty clean. But we can sneak out the gate right here. There's a gate right, where is it here? Right there. Back onto the county road and get back to the yard that way instead of driving all the way across the field to the other gate. And then the next field of wheat, I think we're gonna have to hold off on that one to desiccate. It's just too soon. A good portion of that field is a low spot, and it's just still pretty green. So give that another week or something, maybe. Like this field plus the other little field of wheat that we desiccated earlier on, plus the barley, that'll keep the combine going for a while. So we can wait a little bit before we desiccate that other field of wheat here, and then there's more wheat down at the in-laws. So I guess we'll head back to the yard and maybe tackle that hopper bin, get some gravel underneath that skid or whatever, and get it propped up straight. That's been bugging me all summer. Should have done it a while ago. I kind of forgot about it. Working on the combine there the last few days, I was looking at it and I reminded myself of it, so I suppose we should tackle that now. But let's get this thing back to the yard, I guess, and try to figure out where we can get some gravel. Half a bucket full of gravel or something. Back in the yard. I wonder what these barley kernels feel like now. Sun's been out a good portion of the day. It's warm. I should go bite into a few of them kernels right now and just to see. I'll probably take a test later on this afternoon, like right around supper time again, just to see what it is today versus yesterday. It's only going to be drier, I would assume, because yesterday it was pretty humid. I even got a comment on that. The windows are all fogged up when we took that test. Somebody said, well, there's no way it's going to be dry when your windows are fogging up like that. And I knew it wasn't going to be dry, but I still wanted to see where it was at. So if it was that humid and damp and just after the rain sort of thing, I'm just wondering how much it would have dried down today versus yesterday, eh? So, but yeah, I guess we should do something with that bin leaning over like that. I'm worried if we put wheat in there and it's gonna, if it sinks a little more, it might topple over, and man, that would not be fun. So we should try to do something with that before harvest actually starts here. Because I don't know, let's go check this barley, but I'm thinking maybe, if not tomorrow afternoon, the day after tomorrow, we might be going on this barley. So let's go bite into a few kernels right now. No wind today though, so it's not the best drying day, but just with that sunlight, you never know, it might be quite dry now. Sounds crunchy when you walk through it. But look at that, it's still shaded down there and it's still wet. I thought that ground would have dried up more than it did. Well, let's bite into a couple kernels here and see what it feels like. Oh man. Hold on. Oh wow, that one's hard. That's pretty hard. But this is right in the not on top of the hill, but not in a low spot either. We should go where we took that swipe yesterday, see what those kernels will feel like biting them. Bet you they're not as hard as these. Look how short this barley is right here. It's not even up to my knees. Wow. Now let's go over here. Right here. And the heads are bent over though, you know. And look at the height difference here. Just a little bit of a low spot right here. I wonder what these kernels feel like. Wow. You know, these feel pretty firm. Oh, there's a softer one. But I mean, for a low spot, you look at these heads and they're bent right over. I'm gonna start breaking off right away, probably. That's interesting. Okay, where were we with this bin? Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna go get the little lawn tractor. Mow the grass. Oh, I move that auger. And I mow the grass around there. Just make it a little easier to work around. Let's do that. We'll drive around, get the little lawn tractor, and come back over here and mow some lawn. Mow the tall grass around that bin there. That's about as good as I can get it with the lawnmower. Should have brought the wife's weed eater and trim the grass right underneath the bin, the hopper part, so I could see a little better, but I guess it don't really matter. Let's take this back to the yard. I need a jackal. I think a jackal would be enough. A jackal and a bucket full of gravel in the Massey. That's all we should need to get that kind of propped back up where it should be. By the time we do that, might be time to take a test of that barley. And that base is quite a ways down there. Wow, it's sunk pretty good. Like I say, it's my fault. I just set them right on the grass when I got them delivered, and here we are. But it's the only one that's bad, so let's try jack it up. I don't think one jackal is going to do it. We might need two and kind of, you know what I mean? Oh, at least they're in the shade here, but yeah, it's suctioned in down there pretty good. I did get it to move, either that or the jack just sunk down. Man, it's too bad I couldn't get a tractor back here. Somehow lift it up with a tractor or something, or I can't. Oh, there's a push. How are we gonna do this? Might have to go get one more jackal and use two of them. Kind of alternate or something. I don't know. Okay, got a second jackal. It is moving. You can see it came up about an inch now. Wow, this should have been taken care of a long time ago before it got that deep. There we go, now we're gaining. Got her up probably half a foot. Now I guess we could take a couple shovelfuls of gravel, put in there. Or keep going higher. We're gonna need quite a bit more gravel than I thought we would. And that's all the base is. Hardly any frickin' base. So, you know, full of wheat, you get a bunch of rain, the water settles or whatever, sits and doesn't drain. I guess it becomes soft, and that's what happens. And if you're wondering What an idiot. Why didn't he put it on a gravel pad? Because I'm not made of money. I didn't want to spend that kind of money. So the ground's hard. Like I say, it's just the one bin. That's it. The rest are good. They've been, well, they're not perfect, but they're not much to worry about, right? Like, not like this one. He was leaning quite a bit this way. So I think we'll get her though. Well, I got some gravel underneath there now. But I should jack it up more on this end. I can see that it's still leaning just a bit this way. Jack it up some more, get her straightened out, and then put some more gravel underneath it, I guess. So when you set it back down, you know, by the time that gravel settles, you'll probably lean back this way a little bit, depending how much gravel we put in there. Might be hard for you guys to see, but it's not that bad at all now. It's pretty well straight up and down. Maybe I'll go a little bit more with the jacks. Put gravel underneath there and that should be good. I'll try to show you that you can see it, right, compared to the others. He's not that bad. A lot better than it was. Working up a sweat here. 25 above day. In the shade. Well, that's looking a lot better. I gotta do some more over here though. I gotta get some more gravel underneath this section here. And then, other than that, I might be good enough. That looks a lot better. I think that's good enough. It's leaning mostly this way. Like not, like how do I explain it? Not straight this way, but kind of an angle to this corner here. Right here. This section and that section were probably the deepest, right? So I got her all built, maybe a little more gravel underneath this one here. I think we're good now. Let's lower the jacks and see what happens. The jacks are out of the way. It hardly settled, or it hardly dropped down. I had that gravel. It's nice gravel to work with. Easy to move around. That looks good. I should get a level. I wonder where would I have a level. I know I got one at my house. I guess I could grab it when I go for supper. I'll probably go for supper, come back, and then we'll test that barley again. But I think I'm going to leave this the way it is. I mean, if it settles a little too much, I could always jack it up again. It'll be easy to jack up next time since it won't be way in the ground again. Well, I hope it won't. Well, it's pretty good. Let's check from this side. Down here. Look all the way along the edges of this side. Hopefully it'll be good. Oh, it's bright over here. Oh, 10 times better. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that looks good. Take a look. I don't know if it'll show up for you guys, but you can see this bin, this one, there's 6 bins here. They're all lined up nicely. Good enough for me. There. Another job done that was bugging me. So, should we go try that barley again? It's not quite supper time. I'm going to run home for an early supper and then come back and we'll take a test. Alrighty. We're back at the farm here after supper. Now, instead of firing up the old sassy Massey, I got an idea. You ever see one of these things? The old simpler sampler portable combine. Kind of neat how it works. Pretty simple. If you don't want to fire up your combine just to take a test, I've used this thing a few times now and it works okay. It doesn't get it real clean though. You gotta kind of hand sieves it out or whatever type thing, but it's not that bad. So we'll try to set up the camera somehow. We can do a little demonstration for you. And you just grab a handful of heads, right? And you just, well, this hooks up to your battery on your truck. Just got alligator clips on it. And then you just take the heads of the barley and just feed it in there nice and slow. And then it blows out the chaff, most of the, or some of the chaff out of here, just blows it out. Whoa, what the heck's in there? It's all full of frickin', see it in there? Better take that apart. Yeah, see it just, the grain falls out the bottom there into that little tray, in the, you know, that little tray right there. And then once it, you just slide the tray out this way. Looks like it was used for barley last. It wasn't even cleaned out. What the heck? I guess I forgot to clean it out. So, let's get the battery, or let's get this thing hooked up to the battery. Okay, so it's hooked up to the battery. Let's turn her on. So this is your airflow type thing to give it more air or less. But anyway. Well, that's slow fan. That's high fan. It's all freaking jammed in there though. What the heck? We're gonna have to clean that out somehow. There we go. Hey, you see that little thing in there that spins when you turn it on? See it there? So it just kind of beats it up sort of thing, and you just feed it in real slow. The grain falls through. Most of the chaff blows out of here. The grain falls down out of that little, you know, into that tray. So let's clean that out first. Get that barley out of there because that's there. Now put this back together. Oh, come on. There. Okay, we'll grab some heads over here, the shorter stuff. You want to mix it up, right? You don't want to go right to the hilltop. Grab the whole hilltop stuff, thrash it, and test that, because that's not going to give you a true reading. We'll grab most of it from the low spot here, or this, whatever kind of a low spot this is. And maybe grab a little bit from here too, the taller stuff, thicker, taller, right where this low spot, kind of a wet spot is. So we'll mix and match between this from where we took the test yesterday and just to see what this thing says today. And what I do is when that thing's showing dry or under dry, then you fire up the combine and take a good test. And because normally that thing will tell you drier than it actually is, right? Because you're not getting a whole mouthful of the green kernels and everything, right? Like it just gives you an idea without starting the combine, basically. So, okay, let's grab a handful here. So you just grab, not too many, I find. If you grab, that's probably almost too many there. We'll cut that in half. If you grab too many, it just doesn't really work. So it is kind of a Mickey Mouse thing, but sometimes it is better than starting the combine just for a test. Okay, I'm going to turn her on high fan. We'll just slowly feed that in there. Hopefully we'll get most of it. High fan might even be too much. That's for wheat, maybe. Don't put your hand too far in there. There, see? No more heads. Oh, there's one there. See if we can get that one. So when one head at a time doesn't really work, right? Okay, let's see how much we got after that one handful. Let's see if there's anything in here. See? Oh, a whole complete head fell in there. Like I say, it doesn't work the best, but it is better than starting the combine at times. So, well, anyway, you guys get the idea. I'll thrash, well, at least, probably this thing full would be enough, because all we need is, what the heck was it, 225 grams? Probably not even full, and that'd be enough. So I'll get a bunch thrashed, and then we'll go test her in the old 919. What I do, that's quite a bit in there, hey? Some of the heads aren't really, thrashed out, but what I do, I'm hoping this is enough. Because like I say, it doesn't work the best, but at least now if we got a sample, we don't have part of a hopper of, barley in the combine. What I do is put her in the hand sieves. Take your glove, with a glove on, I guess I should say, and then just get as many beards off those kernels as possible, right? Because we want to test just the grain, not the... Quite a few seeds there. I think we might have enough. There, see? We'll call that good enough. See what that's screened out of there? All that crap. So, now we'll go pour this in the 919. Now, whatever you do, don't drop this. Because you can't just go to the combine and grab another scoop, right? Whoops. You gotta go thrash a whole bunch more. Well, I've seen a couple cracked seeds in there. That's not... well, it's a sign that that's awfully dry. Holy, that kernel's really dry. They're really freaking hard, you guys. Would it have dried down that much? That one's a little soft. Let's go check it out. Holy frick, is it hot in here? It's like a bloody sauna in here right now. Oh, it's pretty hot outside. Oh, what the hell? The farm has no power or what? Did the extension cord come unplugged or what? How come there's no power? There we go. Cord had a loose connection there. Just, yeah, the plug's not very good, so. Okay, while that's zeroing out, we may as well calibrate the old 919. I calibrate it before every test. There. Alrighty. Now, here's the other question. Did we get enough seed? Oh, is it hot in here? Oh. Okay, how can we do this here? I'm going to need 2 hands. Oh, it's like unbearable hot. I'm starting to itch. It's so hot. Okay. I haven't put it on. Oh, beauty. We actually got too much. Look. So, that's what's in the measuring cup. That's what it's weighing. We still got that much left, so that's good. We need 225 grams for barley. So let's get rid of some of this. Hang on. Oh, is it hot in here? Holy, I'm literally dripping sweat, you guys. I can't explain how hot it is in here. Well, you guys know what a camper's like, sitting out in the sun. When the AC's not on or nothing. Oh. Okay, we got like way too much in here. Just about there. 225 we need, so one more kernel. Two more kernel. There we go. 225 exactly. This is where I like to be precise on the weight. Okay. Temperature of the stuff, probably 20, yeah. I was going to say 27 or so. We'll call it 26 degrees. Now we got to pour it in here without spilling. There. Now we drop her down. Now remember, we got to get this needle all the way over, as far left as possible. We're turning this dial that I'm turning in the right direction at least. As far left as she'll go, wherever it ends up far left. Right about there. Holy crap, you guys, that's lower than, I mean, the meter number is lower than yesterday. 35, 6, 7. Call it 37. What was it again? 26 degrees. So 37. Ooh, we're on the right page now. Oh, I can't hardly read right there. 37 and 26 right here. 37 and 26. That is 16.8. So it did come down from yesterday. Still pretty tough, but when I grabbed the sample, I grabbed most of it from that taller stuff in that kind of a lower spot there. That's where I grabbed most of the barley from. So that would give you the best reading in my opinion. So let's get out of here. I can't stand it in here. Oh, I'm just drenched now, soaked in sweat. Okay, what did they say it was? Well, that's not dry. So I'm thinking it went from 20 yesterday down to, mind you, this isn't a true test because it's not through the combine. It'll be close enough. It went from 19.9 yesterday to, what did I just say it was? Is it only down 2% or 3%? Hang on, I gotta go back and see what it said. 16.8, that's what it said. So there's no wind right now. It's humid again. But the sun has been shining on it most of the day. So I wouldn't be surprised. Tomorrow afternoon at this time, we might be going on it. If not tomorrow, Tuesday. Cool. Well, I guess we'll just go dump this in the feed box or something. Well, that little bit, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I use that thing once in a while. It's pretty handy. You know, to start the combine, to grab when all you need is 225 grams. Kind of silly. You got a lot of extra in the hopper you don't need. But like I say, this isn't the most accurate way to do it either, because it's just not, right? But it gives you a pretty good idea. So, I mean, if this thing was showing 14.8 right now, ooh, well, we'd be going tomorrow for sure. But because what's dry for barley? Isn't it 14.8? I think 14.8 is dry for barley. So if it come down 3%, whatever, from yesterday to today, if it comes down another 3% by tomorrow this time, that's dry. So I am a little nervous at the far end of the field, though. It's a low spot down there, and it might not quite be dry down there, but I don't know. If it's going to be warm and sunny like this the next few days, you start even a little bit tough, and by the time you're done, it'll be under dry, and then it all mixes together, and yeah, it always works out. But okay, well, let's put this stuff away, I guess. Well, to kill the day, there's not a stitch of wind right now. It's hot. I'm gonna go tidy up the yard a little bit, mowing some grass with the rough cut mower. kind of around the corrals and around the machinery line along the driveway there, and along the bins here, maybe tidy up that a little bit. I suppose we could hook the Massey onto the baler now. We're done with that, leveling out that bin. Shouldn't need that bucket loader for anything now. Hook it onto the baler because I'm going to bale this barley straw whenever it gets combined. Get that ready to go so I can just jump in the Massey and start rolling it up. If I can get the young guy out to run the combine or something. And then could probably hook the stagger onto the heavy harrows as well. Get it all ready to go. Won't need it on the drill now because won't be doing any work on the drill till harvest is done probably. So, but for now, let's go mow some grass. Well, that's about all I can do with this big cumbersome thing, clumsy kind of thing. I think I might go fire up the old little lawn tractor and mow right around Dad's trailer there. Grass is pretty tall around it. Last time I tried that though, I hit a great big friggin' rock. So hopefully I don't hit nothing. And then by that time, probably be dark. Fire this little thing. Man, I can't believe how itchy I am. A little bit of farting around we do with that barley. Holy frickin' itchy. Well, not a rock this time, but found some plastic. Wasn't so bad. Come out pretty easy. Good enough. Well, I suppose we could fuel up the combine. Yeah, fuel up the combine. Well, fuel up the sprayer, the stagger, everything could be fueled up, I suppose, because if it don't rain tonight, tomorrow night, things are going to get busy in a couple days here, so I guess we could fuel things up and get ready. Well, apparently we're out of diesel here at the farm, so I'll have to run to town tomorrow, fill the slip tank in the service truck, and then fill the combine that way. It'll take a bit before UFA can get out here to deliver some fuel, so I guess we'll just take care of that tomorrow. There's no rush to get things fueled up tonight anyway, so because if that barley is dry tomorrow, it won't be till later afternoon, like about supper time, right? So because if it dropped what, 3 points, roughly 3 points in a day, so yeah, tomorrow hopefully it'll go. Maybe tomorrow evening we'll be combining some barley. I sure hope so anyway. But if you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.